There's technique, there's preservation, there's education. You know, if you're going to be a vocalist and you're singing somebody else's lyrics, hey, no big deal. But if you're writing your own stuff, there's a movie called Purple Rain. That would be a good movie to watch because it talks about Prince writing lyrics that only he understood. One scene in particular, he's in the club and the manager of the club comes up and says, "No one understands your music but yourself." Right? I don't want to be that guy. Because the whole thing about music is to give something to someone to carry with them as they go throughout life. A melody, a line, a lyric, a beat. And that's the key to life. There's more than just anything. There's technique, there's preservation, there's education. You know, if you're...
Is that in chemtrails?
No, Disney and Google bought the rights to the first King James Bible, and they're already changing it.
Did you see that Disney has gone back and added chemtrails to all their old movies? No bullshit.
Why would they do that?
So that children watching the movies don't realize there was clear skies, that they have chemtrails in the movies. They're going back and re-digitizing in to their old movies chemtrails
in Washington.
There.
Yeah, I think not even that far from the White House, like literally 5 kilometers away from the White House.
Yeah,
there was this farmer, and he found this hole in his farm, like a huge ass hole, right?
Yeah.
So he looked down, and it was deep. It was hella deep, and he took his rope and tried to measure it.
Ew.
No rope.
Oh, okay.
Bro, what are you thinking?
No, because it's like it's gonna go down in the hole and it's like just sit there.
No. Listen.
Okay.
This hole, he tried looking down, complete darkness, super deep. So he bought hella rope and he tried to measure it. It turns out it would be longer than the height of a tall ass mountain. So
what?
That hole might very well be the deepest hole in the world.
Oh,
that's what he's claiming, right? So he ended up going on like on all these news broadcasts, all these podcasts, everything talking about it. And one of his stories was that one day he saw a beam of light like shoot out of the sky from that hole, like almost like a transparent light.
Okay.
Super bright and just shoot to the sky at nighttime.
Yeah.
And so what is going on, right? So apparently what happened to test that hole out, he had a lot of dogs, and I guess one of his dogs passed away. And just to test it out, he threw his dog down the hole.
What?
He threw his dog down the hole. And the next day,
gone.
The dog was alive.
What?
The dog was alive, roaming around the yard.
What?
Yeah.
So what is that? What, like a healing?
Yo, so check this in.
Okay.
This guy that was on all these news broadcasts and shit, he got silenced. And if you try and Google Maps his farm, there's a huge white block covering his house.
No.
And you couldn't see. Also, they completely hid everything about that farm, and you can't even see that it used to be a farm anymore.
No.
So it just looks like plain land. So they hid everything. And that farm was not too far away from the White House. The White House a little bit farther. It's even closer to this military base.
There's no death certificate. There's no ballistics report. There was no crime scene investigation. There were no paramedics. There were no police swarming it right after. There was a plane that left 30 minutes right after, that was 20 minutes away from the venue. There was a funeral held 11 days after in a stadium that was or wasn't booked 4 months before, that was booked in 11 days and put together with pyrotechnics and WWE-style showmanship. You have a shooter that left the screwdriver on the roof, changed 3 times or 2 times, and left the rifle, assembled the rifle, disassembled the rifle in 6 seconds. Then they found the rifle on Palantir property. Somehow he reassembled the rifle without the screwdriver that he left on the thing. Just all of it. None of it makes sense.
So
and
this
it's
is
the
JFK
same
all over again.
It's the exact same pattern down to the magic bullet that supposedly 30-06 or whatever the heck it was, or whatever, that was stopped by Superman's bones. The exact same, the Patsy, I mean, all of it
So you
is
think,
JFK.
do you think the guy that they're saying that shot him, which doesn't seem to be believable?
You mean the guy that went to college for a month at a CIA school whose parents were in the government did something that what? No, I don't.
So is he going to go down?
I believe it as much as I believe that a bullet whizzed past the president's ear.
Yeah, I know. Do you think that he's going to go down for the crime?
I think he will not make it to
All right,
trial.
I don't really even know how to put this, but does anyone know anything about this massive energy wave that seems to be emanating from Antarctica? There's a video going around as of yesterday, October 12th, showing this powerful, huge circular pulse of energy, this wave that seems to be stemming from Antarctica, stretching like allegedly 6,000 miles north over Australia. It looks insanely powerful, and it is very odd, and I am trying to get more information. I mean, some people say it's just a glitch. Some people say it's some sort of pressure system. Others are convinced it's something else entirely. We do know that Antarctica definitely has a very mysterious past. So whatever it is, it's strange.
That you'd never expect. The last one will blow your mind.
We have been like, first thing I want everybody to know, heat don't come with vitamins or nutrients. Heat don't produce vitamins or nutrients. The nutrients that we get from the sun comes from the elements that are in the sun. Remember when I used the microwave to show you how food is heated? The magnetron sends microwaves, microscopic waves that you and I can't see with the eye to the food to warm up the food. Remember how I exposed yesterday that the solar panel cannot take in heat to charge. It doesn't depend on heat. Or you can just take it and put it beside a fireside and it charge up. Now let's prove it. The sun composes of two elements mostly. Hydrogen and helium. Those are the two lightest elements on the periodic chart. Meaning when the sun disperses hydrogen and helium and the other elements that are there, they fall through oxygen, thus bringing the elements to the earth, connecting with what you call solid objects or any object that reacts to hydrogen and helium and the combination of the rest of the elements that are in the sun. That is how the sun works. In other words, just like the microwave does not produce heat, it causes heat to happen. The sun does not produce heat, it causes heat to happen. This is part one. So now looking straight at the camera along. Alright. You want to prove me wrong? Anybody can send me a video right now. Send me a video. Do this at home. Try this at home. You're going to take a piece of butter. You're going to put a piece of the butter like I did yesterday and put it on the foam. You're going to take another piece of butter. You're going to put it on the ground. What will happen is that the one on the ground will absorb the heat from the ground and melt. But the one on the foam will not melt. And if you leave it in the sun for 5 hours, it will not melt. Then if heat was coming from the sky or coming from the sun, both butter, the two butter them feel melt. Try this experiment at home. The sun does not produce heat. You ever wonder why the clouds in the sky don't get burned or vaporized by the sun?
Well, what's your story? I'm not from here. You're not from here? You're from up there? Yes. Really?
None of us are from here. Strangers in a strange land looking for that city not built by the hands of man but by the hands of God. Mankind's hungry and lost. He's paid too high a cost. Humanity. For Yeshua HaMashiach. Between two thieves, Jesus on the tree, dying for all humanity. If any man be in Christ, he's a new creature. Old things have passed away. Behold, all things come. They that call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. Yeshua HaMashiach. Yadonai. Yahweh. Breathe in. And let me hear it. Yah. And we say, Yahweh, your way, not our way.
Taco Bell uses silicon dioxide, literally sand, in their seasoned beef to prevent clumping. You're eating the same stuff from the beach. Number 2, wood pulp. Their shredded cheese contains cellulose from wood fibers to keep it from sticking. Basically sawdust mixed in your crunch wrap. Number 3, beaver glands. Some vanilla flavoring comes from castoreum, a substance from beavers' behinds. It's been used in food for decades. Number 4, yoga mat chemicals. Until recently, their bread contained the same chemical used in yoga mats and shoe soles to make it fluffier. Number 5, crushed insects. That red color in their sauces? It comes from carmine, made by crushing thousands of tiny cochineal bugs. Number 6, petroleum derivatives. Some artificial colors in their food start as crude oil before being processed into those bright, appealing colors. Number 7, human hair. L-cysteine, used in their bread, traditionally came from human hair collected from barbershops, though synthetic versions are more common now. Before I say the last one, make sure to hit that follow button to support the channel. Number 8, propylene glycol. The same antifreeze component used in your car is also used as a preservative in some of their sauces and dressings. It keeps things fresh, but sounds pretty scary. The wildest part? All of this is completely legal and considered safe by the FDA. Makes you wonder what else is hiding in your food.
Your friend is crazy. Is it okay? I will do some warm-up.
Warm-up?
Warm-up, like the lift, same.
You do sweet warm-up? You try before?
No.
First time?
Yes. But it looks amazing when you do.
It looks amazing, but yeah, it's dangerous too. It's not joking.
But it's not a joke.
How it should be?
I don't know, they give me this one, I use in car. This one, wait, there's no play, no worries. What, you mean like... It's better always to do some warm-up and then I go to do my work. Sorry. Your friend is crazy.
You think the moon's real?
No, absolutely not. The Dogon tribe in Africa talks about the time before the moon. Literally, there was a time before the moon, which means what? Which means the moon was implanted there. It was not made by, quote-unquote, the original OG god. It was implanted there, and like literally, there's a whole science about how it connects to Saturn, and how it's literally like an energy suck station, how it's influencing the water and the magnetism of the reproductive cycle, the hormonal cycle. We're water, we're 77% water. If it affects the ocean, is it affecting us? Absolutely. Saturn is communicating with the moon, and there's like a connection there, and it's pooling energy, and there was a time before the moon, which means it was planted there. Yeah.
Saturn, huh?
Yeah.
I feel like I've heard that Saturn is like Satan or something. And when you listen to Saturn, I don't know if you've ever heard of sort of this tone that comes from each planet, but when you get to Saturn, it sounds like hell.
I haven't particularly sat and listened to Saturn, but yeah, I'm not scared. Maybe I'll listen to it, yeah.
Do you know that Alexa is not only watching you when you are not using it, it's listening and broadcasting also. In April 2024, an investigation in California exposed something terrifying. Alexa devices, especially the Echo Show models, have hidden cameras that never really turn off. Even when the screen is black, even when you're not giving it commands, it's still capturing footage. And where do those recordings go? They go to external servers without your consent. And here's the kicker. These aren't just random snapshots. There are detailed images and videos of your home's interior, your daily life, your routines, and they're being shared with corporations, with agencies, with groups that analyze everything you do down to how long you stand in front of your fridge. You thought Alexa was just answering your questions, helping with your schedule, playing your favorite music? No, it's a silent observer, a recorder of everything. Your home, your most private space, isn't private anymore. And the worst part, no one ever asked for permission, no one was warned. The device you invited into your home may have turned it into a monitored space. So the real question is, do you really trust this thing sitting in your living room?
In breaking news, Scary Orange Man just did a thing! Donald Trump just today signed an executive order that he is going to build a national center for our homeless veterans, and he's going to be using the funds that were previously spent on housing illegal aliens. Now, while I might not agree with every single thing that Donald Trump does, this is one of those issues that if you've got a problem with this, you can just come find me in real life and fight me, dog. The only problem that I have with this is that this is something that we ever needed to do. We never should have had to get this done, because this should have been done from the very beginning. I think it's absolutely shameful that people can serve this country in our military, and when they get back, we don't already have services ready for them off rip if needed. The fact that we ever had a government in this country that was taking money out of our pockets under threat of imprisonment and giving it to people who were here illegally, criminals who had no right to be in this country, yeah, that has always been insanity, and it should have always been a crime. Those assholes who did that, they should be in a prison cell.
When her niece was misbehaving, she pretended to call the cops, but it took a hilarious turn.
7 nights in jail? You're gonna turn the police sirens on when you're pulling in my driveway? Thank you so much.
Hello, dinner coming. And suddenly, a funny coincidence happened where a police car was just passing by.
So you better be listening for them sirens.
We're here.
Here they come. She's over here. She's over.
No comment on this one.
Running red light. Oh my god!
I hope she's okay.
I can't control where the city fucking puts it. It's trash.
It's not magic. It's a little science experiment. Soak an egg in white vinegar, wait for the surface to be covered with bubbles, fish it out and clean it, and you have fun-skinned eggs. Stick a pencil in a plastic bag filled with water again so the bag never leaks. Take a highlighter and stir it in the water a few times. Insert the flower into the water, and at night you have glowing flowers. Pour sand into an electric pan, shake it gently, put a small ball with magnetism on it, turn on the power, and you'll be amazed that the ball actually gains power and becomes an excellent. People put a bottle of water in the freezer for 2 hours, slowly take it out on the table. A bottle of water is instantly frozen. This is the secret of pointing water into ice. Roll a match head and stick in tin foil. Pinch the top tightly and take the tin foil and make a tail to hold it together. Heat the match head and you can simulate a small rocket launch. It's not magic, it's a little science experiment.
Oh my goodness.
No, you had absolutely no right to do that. Right? Right? So she not apologized.
Well, she deserves that.
This is the most dangerous woman in California, and what she did will leave you speechless. Emma Wallace, 27, lived in a luxurious Los Angeles mansion with her 45-year-old husband, real estate mogul Richard Wallace. On the outside, their life looked perfect money, fame, and status. But behind the scenes, their 12-year marriage was falling apart. Divorce was on the horizon. Then, on the 22nd of August, 2023, Emma made a panicked 911 call. She claimed 2 masked men had broken into their home and murdered her husband. The media exploded. Everyone believed it was a tragic home invasion. But months later, police arrested a man named Jared Thompson for unrelated robberies. During interrogation, he confessed something shocking. Emma had hired him and 2 other men to kill Richard. All 4 were arrested. Jared took a plea deal and got 3 years. The other 2 were sentenced to 38 and 28 years. Emma was expected to face life. But during the trial, her lawyers revealed a dark secret. Emma had endured years of physical and emotional abuse. They showed hidden recordings, photos of bruises, medical records, and personal journals. One video even caught Richard threatening her life. Emma wasn't a cold-blooded killer. She was a desperate woman trying to survive. The judge reviewed the evidence and ruled she had acted under extreme psychological abuse. She was released the same day. Some call her a murderer, others say she's a survivor.
This is going to explain the evidence of God and the origins of science. This video is completely mind-blowing. Check it out.
Of God. Look, if you don't think there's evidence for the existence of God and you have any sense in your head at all, I'm about to break your heart. Now, I know we've gone through great lengths to discredit the Bible, and rightly so. It's modern times, right? As men of science, having logic and reason, we have no need for the Bible now, right? Now, before I get to the material scientific evidence of the existence of God, I want you to consider one thing first. Let's just back up for 1 second, look at history, before we find out where we are right now, can we please? When the Roman Catholic Church translated the Bible into a document known as the Latin Vulgate, they took the Hebrew and the New Testament Greek and translated it into Latin. And they did whatever they wanted in that translation. But the original Greek and Hebrew remained. And then they wouldn't let you common peasants read it. And when a king set forth the largest scholarly endeavor in history to translate this book into the common language of the people, they tried to blow him up along with the entire English Parliament. But now they've discredited it for you, and they had to, because the same fellas that brought you that Latin Vulgate you weren't allowed to read brought you the modern sciences built on a foundation of seismology and astronomy to become the high priest of the new religion once more. And that new religion is just like the Latin Vulgate. They took the truth like they had from the Hebrew and the Greek, and they twisted into a lie to serve their own purposes, to reign over you as gods. What do you think royal bloodlines even are? Who died and made them kings? Now, the rest of what I'm about to tell you is published science. I dare you to refute me. Tag Neil deGrasse Tyson, I don't care. The published science under the new Gnostic doctrine states that every single structure in the universe, whether it be an atom or a cell or a molecule or a man or a bacteria or a galaxy or a solar system, a structure, is the same structure. Small or big, you're just zooming in or out, that's it. They even plotted this on a graph. It's just one structure scaling. There's an equal distance between all of them. Dead center between a star and an atom is a man. Now, knowing that every structure in the universe is just the same thing over and over, repeated in different sizes, you can include every single discipline of known science to what I'm about to say. Every known structure of the universe goes through one pattern. Birth, it comes into existence. Growth, it gains information. Entropy, it becomes unstable and begins to lose that information. Death. Rebirth, everything does it. Spring, summer, winter, fall, even history repeats this pattern every 80 years. The moon as it waxes and wanes. An egg that hatches a caterpillar that grows and enters the cocoon only to start over as a butterfly. A sperm living and dying to become a baby. A nebula dying to become a star dying to become a black hole. They tell you the Bible is a lie because they lost control of it and it contains the truth for you. Jesus said even the rocks could cry out, and that's true. What could they say? You must be born again.
That is being issued to literally anybody on the planet that owns an iPhone, and you need to make sure that you watch this. So there's a serious Apple security flaw that's going viral after police and security experts have now started to warn people to change one specific setting about your phone getting hacked with AirPlay right now is that the hackers don't even need your phone. They don't need you to click anything at all. If they're on the same Wi-Fi network as you with AirPlay left open and visible. Security researchers are saying that this exploit lets attackers access devices in seconds using Apple's own AirPlay system. You will not get a notification and you will not see a pop-up. You literally will not know what's happening. AirPlay is just automatically turned on by default for a lot of people, and most people never even touch the settings, so that's why this is so dangerous and why a lot of people are getting this right now. All you need to do to change this is to make sure your device is fully updated, and then go to Settings, General, AirPlay, and Continuity, and then set automatically AirPlay to Never.